Good morning, my fellow knowing, enlightened, informed patriots. Well, the jig is up, my friends. When I looked at this website, this is my local rag, by the way, early this morning, this article wasn't in there. It is now, though. Like most legacy media, this newspaper is heavily biased towards the Democratic Party. I guess they finally figured out the meme. Take a look at the headline from the Star Advertiser. Oh, and by the way, they got this article, of course, from the AP. How Let's Go Brandon became code for insulting President Joe Biden. I told you the jig was up. Let's go on a little bit. When Republican Representative Bill Posey of Florida ended an October 21 House floor speech with a fist pump and the phrase, "Let's go, Brandon," it may have seemed cryptic and weird to many who were listening. Yeah. The Democrats refused to acknowledge reality. They had no idea that this had been a thing, well, for almost an entire month already. But the phrase was already growing in right-wing circles. Growing? No. In fact, the meme, I think, has just about been played out now. It's been there for almost a month. South Carolina Republican Jeff Duncan wore a "Let's Go Brandon" face mask at the Capitol Hill last week. Very good, Jeff. Since Nasty Nancy is making you wear a mask, your mask might as well have some free speech on it. And here's another one. Texas Senator Ted Cruz posed with a "Let's Go Brandon" sign at the World Series. Let's see now, though, how they say it started. But how did Republicans settle on the Brandon phrase as a G-rated substitute for its more vulgar three-word cousin? It started at an October 2 NASCAR race at the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Brandon Brown, a 28-year-old driver, had won his first Xfinity Series and was being interviewed by an ABC Sports reporter. The crowd behind him was chanting something at first difficult to make out. That's the big lie, isn't it? The reporter suggested they were chanting "Let's Go Brandon." You should have seen Brandon's face when the reporter said that. But it became increasingly clear they were saying "Fuck Joe Biden." This NBC News reporter knew exactly what the crowd was chanting. They had been chanting it for well over a month. Let's take a look at a different news story. College students chant "Fuck Joe Biden" at football games. And it wasn't only at football games. That's where it started, at college football games. But it quickly went to the NFL and all sporting events. Fox tries to figure out where exactly it started. Let's take a look. Old Roast Sports identified at least 4 instances of the chant "Fuck Joe Biden" at college football games during the weekend of September 4. Yes, as soon as the college football season started, the based students at the football games were letting Uncle Joe know exactly what they thought about him and his policies. And since NBC tried to cover it up with a "Let's go, Brandon," instead of acknowledging what they were really cheering about, well, the meme took off because actually it was funny. It shows just how disingenuous the legacy media really is. So, Let's Go Brandon is not only a slam against the asterisk president, it's also a slam against the biased and lying legacy media.